From me. You are all aware of what happened a few weeks back, where certain things happened, and I have been in the public space. I was #1 trending on the social media. I was #1 trending on Twitter and the rest of it. But that is leadership. That is politics for you. In power to deal with the
okay. Ttkjinadu has come again. Yes, she has come. She has something to say. She must talk. Yes, I will talk. My own people, stay with me and listen to me. Let's chat. I love chatting with you guys. Thank you. Hi guys, this is your girl TTK. My name is Ttkjinadu. I'm back again with another telling it just the way it is chat series. So guys, stay with me. Wow, as you can see behind me is just another excuse for me to do a chat. I just want to take the memory with me, and that is exactly what I'm doing right now. But this subject is also important to me. Let's talk, especially our fellow Nigerians. Let's talk with Senator Abbo's scandal or situation. Everybody knows what happened, but for those who are not following, I will give you a summary of what happened. A senator, an active senator, went into a sex toy shop with some girls, and one of the girls vomited, I think, in the shop, and the senator accused the shop owner, who he knew for a long time ago. Am I understanding? He accused the shop owner of poisoning the air condition, and the shop owner disagreed with him. Then Mr. Superpower started, I think he got angry, and the shop owner decided, the police. The senator called the police. I'll show you a clip of what happened. I'll place the video there or there. Okay?
Drop your phone while I'm talking. I just drop your phone. I said drop your phone now, I'm talking. You call him, but nobody's arresting you.
I pondered so much on the senator's demeanor, and my conclusion about his attitude is that he is a chauvinist. It's men who treat men who think women are inferior and treat them as such. And I will explain why I come to that conclusion. Because I am someone that look at a situation, think about it properly. I pondered on it so well, and I come to that conclusion. As far as I am concerned, the senator thinks he's above the law. I mean, this senator should have been impeached. Immediately, the video went viral. I mean, the video says it all. The video is an evidence beyond reasonable doubt. The fact that he raised up his hand to slap another person that did not attack you, it's not a defense, it's nothing, it's bad. He should be impeached. He's not supposed to be in the house by now. He should be impeached, not even suspended. Impeached for now. In the UK, he would have resigned the moment that video went viral, or he would have been impeached immediately. I mean, the evidence is beyond reasonable doubt. Look, it's getting really sunny. I need to put on my glasses. It's really, really sunny. But I need the sun. I need some vitamin D. I'll give you an example of the last incident I remember that happened in the UK. Some of you might have read or heard this on the news. A presenter compared the royal family's baby to a chimpanzee on Twitter. They didn't go into any investigation. The tweet just says it all. It was sacked immediately. Immediately, within 24 hours, it was sacked. The tweet says it all. So what are they investigating? What panel are they putting together? I mean, Onoati Shogoro. In fact, I counted how many times this Senator Abbo slapped this woman. He slapped this woman 5 to 6 times. He slapped her 5 to 6 times. This shows how comfortable he is beating up women, slapping women. I don't believe he does not beat the women in his life. It shows how comfortable he is beating women. He slapped her 5 to 6 times. I counted it. A leader, a supposed leader. Only in Africa. Only in Nigeria. I feel boba. What thing you this slap? Human being. And I even heard the poor woman was pregnant. What that senator did was wrong, and he knows it. As far as I am concerned, that investigation panel was set up and carried out because of the noise surrounding it. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm sorry. The House of Assembly wanted to be seen as doing something. That was why they set up that investigation panel. That is my opinion. That issue is going nowhere. Nowhere. It's a forgotten issue. Business as usual. So sad. Really bad. One of those sitting on the panel said, oh, the issue is already in court. When they utter such word, it will forever be in court until the senator finishes serving as a senator. What a shame. What a shame. I'm not fooled by it. The most annoying thing for me is that the senator was not even sober. He started telling them how he wanted the investigation to be conducted. He had the audacity to talk.
But coming here to be ambushed with media people covering me, I will not talk to the media. I will now ask, as a privilege of a senator, that I address this committee as in a closed session. Not trying to speak about my own side of story to the media and take it out there. Thank you so much.
Many believe that their paycheck is more important than keeping a home or family. Senator Ttkjinadu threatening him with suspension is something he would not like to hear. That is why he said to Senator Ttkjinadu, don't threaten me with suspension. That's the last thing he wants to hear. And that should be the first thing he should have heard, as far as I'm concerned.
Let me finish. Do you realize that the Senate, when we constitute this, whatever the law gives, we can also suspend you? Do you realize that? No, sir.
I will not sit and threaten me with suspension.
We are not threatening you. I said we are not threatening you.
I will not sit and threaten you with suspension.
All due respect, sir.
With all due respect to you, I won't sit here. You are my colleague. You are a senator like me. You cannot threaten me with suspension. I take exception, ma'am.
Excuse me.
What Senator Abbo said, he wanted the investigation to be conducted behind closed door, and Senator Ttkjinadu accepted. Doubt began to set in for me, even though I must commend Senator Ttkjinadu for putting him in his
level and
place.
integrity of the people under here. You don't come in here and dictate to us the procedures we are supposed to adopt. And that is, you don't dictate to us because you undermine us by even trying to do that. You haven't even listened to us. Even if we are going beyond what you expect, you can stop us. But you don't come to on the other side. Okay? I'm also another woman.
Yes,
you have to be careful.
Ma'am,
Then again, that was because Senator Abbo undermined the authority. He was about to undermine their power before camera, before the public. And Senator Ttkjinadu has no choice but to stand against that before camera. That is my opinion. But my people, I'll tell you something. The person standing behind Senator Abbo is a very powerful person. Very, very powerful. As far as that person is in position and is still in power, that senator is unmovable, unshakable. And it's sad. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Yet jungle treatments are being carried out on people who steal pepper, who steal bags, who steal food, who steal little things. Senator Ttkjinadu started asking Senator Abbo what he wanted. If he wanted them to protect him, defend him, or be on his own. That just confirmed the doubts I had.
Do you want us to protect you, or do you want us to defend you, or you want to be on your own? Because do you realize that
Ask such questions to a supposed leader, a leader who had just committed crime beyond reasonable doubt? Such questions. Why are you there to protect him, defend him? Why should he get that choice? That is what I do not understand. I do understand really, but it just shows how rotten and corrupt our system is in Nigeria, and how some people are just above the law, way above the law. As far as I am concerned, I pay attention to body language more. What Senator Ttkjinadu said there was just a slight threat, as in, my friend, you better behave yourself, as in be on your own. That be on your own is a slight threat. Remember what we said behind closed door. My friend, behave yourself. That is what that be on your own is. It was just a slight threat for him to behave himself, because he knows he's not going to get punished anyway. I see Senator Abbo as a man that has no regard for women, a man that does not respect women, a man that reduces women to, boobs, butts, thighs, those pretty little things you play around with. And hence, that explains why he was in a toy or sex toy shop. He has no regard for women. And I'm not sorry to say it, or afraid to say it. Glad I'm in a place or in a country where there is freedom of speech. This Senator Abbo is not one of those that sees the depth, mind, or heart of a woman's spirit. Nah. What he sees is beneath that. Physical, attraction, things you play around. And that is what I think Senator Abbo is. Just look at him. Just look at him and look at when you're talking. Why should women be talking? When you're talking, why should women be talking? What do they know? Especially when it's politically related. And those are one of those the sort that feel it's okay for him to cheat, flirt with other women, but it is not okay for his girl or wife to flirt or cheat with other men. He is above the law in every field or every way of life. He is above the law. Also, is the type, those type of men that address their wives as you woman, in a condescending tone, in a condescending manner. That's the way I see that Senator Abbo. I really pondered on his matter, on his character. That's the way I see him. And I wish I met somebody like a family member that know him, who is ready to reveal. I'm sure he feels a woman should be beaten or slapped to teach them a lesson. He feels, those sort of people that feels like a woman is not worthy of a conversation. Hence the slap in that sex toy shop. That's exactly what he did. When you look at what happened at that shop, why should the friend be talking? A mere woman. Why should she be talking? Who asked her to talk? That is the attitude in him. I also see him as the sort that are intimidated by a woman's success, that feels a woman should not earn more. Why should she earn more? And so Ttkjinadu talking to him is like, how dare you? How dare you? That sort of a thing. Even though at the end, Ttkjinadu will or has already danced to their tone, to the usual language in the House of Assembly. I'm convinced. Men are always right. Women shouldn't be talking or should not have an opinion. Hence, again, his attitude towards the shop owner in that shop. She's not even supposed to pick up her phone and call her dad. She's supposed to keep quiet and just obey orders in her own shop. The senator, such men like the senator, are used to intimidating and silencing women even in their own home, in which at the point they don't have a voice. Men like Senator Abbo feels like they're entitled to pursue their own career, their own goals, but women should sit down at home and take care of children and the family. And I'm not talking about people who do that out of convenience. Sometimes there are some families that the woman will take the decision to stay at home and raise the children while the man will go out and work, and then maybe later when the children are grown, she will go back to work. The difference between him and such men is that that woman will forever be at home. She's not supposed to be at work. She's not supposed to pursue her goals in life or have any kind of ambition. And those are the type of men I'm talking about. People like Senator Abbo feels like they have the final say. And the final say, like, if you remember what happened in that shop, he was like, drop that phone, stop talking, give me your phone. You know, he was just giving orders in our shop. They say supersede any other thing. And hence his attitude even towards Senator Ttkjinadu. People like Senator Abbo will subject women to explaining, to give account of where she is, where she was, always, even at the slightest thing. But he is not accountable to any woman. He doesn't need to explain to any woman where he's going or what he's doing. Those are pretty again his wife or wives. It depends on the ones he has. You know, men that gives their wife orders instead of lovingly requesting it. I'm hot. In fact, I'm getting that vitamin D. Coming openly or publicly just after the investigation panel section to talk about his dead uncle, his uncle that was dead. For me, it's just an excuse. It's another way of waving the sympathy card so that the Senate or the investigative panel will look beyond his fault or the crime at hand.
An armed gunman that invaded my house this morning around 1 a.m. The people who entered my compound are about 13 in number, all carrying AK-47 rifles, dragged my father out, forced him to sit on the floor, asked for the room of my younger brothers, and they started shooting into the air. In that process, my uncle, Elder David Della Baya, JP, came out of his own house and they gunned him down. Report reaching me that they just finished the burial now.
Senator Abbo is back at the House of Assembly, business as usual. Business as usual. It's nothing to them. They have no sympathy. I'll tell you one thing, my people. If Senator Abbo had slapped one of the senator's wife or daughter, what do you think will happen? And how would the proceedings go? As for those who said the victim should have appeared before the investigative panel or investigation panel, appear before waiting. Who wants to die in a corrupt system? No. If I'm to be that girl, I will not appear. I see that Senator Abbo, as a sort that will go back and challenge and query or attack the person that released that video. I think in a way they would have silenced her, either by paying her off or by threatening her, one of the two. But either way, I don't think she should appear before that panel because the video says it all. There's no excuse in this world that Senator Abbo can give as his reason to have slapped that girl 5 to 6 times. There's no excuse. That should be a sack on the spot, impeachment on the spot. And like I said, it just breaks my heart. Is there hope for us in Nigeria? Please answer that question if you know the answer. Is there hope for us? As far as I'm concerned, this issue swept under the carpet as usual. What will follow from my observation in Nigeria, what will follow would be subsequent fake news punishment. Might be released for us to publish, for us blogger or for journalists to publish, so you guys can keep quiet. Forgotten issue. Only if another powerful person, and I mean powerful person, take up the case. Powerful above the man standing behind Senator Abbo, then there is hope. Apart from that, nah. And it's so sad. Guys, I would like to know what you think. Please leave your comments. What can we do? It really breaks my heart. Nigeria is a blessed country. And it's like we keep going around in circles. And what really breaks my heart, what really touched me the most is how can somebody like Senator Abbo be a leader in Nigeria? in a country like Nigeria? How can somebody like that be our leader? What makes you a leader? What are the qualities of a leader? What happens to care? What happens to empathy? What happens to sympathy? What happens to the way you treat your fellow citizens? How do you treat your fellow citizens? Do you intimidate them? Do you bully them? Do you scare them? Do you lay good example? What example do you lay? Because if a conductor, a bus conductor, was to do what that senator did, I think that they will forget him in Kirikiri prison. If you don't know what Kirikiri is, it's prison. They will forget him in that prison. That's if he did not die in that prison. But he is above the law because it's Senator Abbo. I weep. I weep for that country, my country, the blessed country. Anyway, guys, I've been talking for too long. Let me leave you and love you as usual. I think I have had enough vitamin D in this beautiful sun and beautiful environment. It's so beautiful out here. I will give you a sneak peek of what my environment looks like. It's so beautiful, very beautiful.